Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. The reason why I am wearing a hat is not because it's so cold inside, but actually I am on my way to head out. It is Maslenitsa week and we are going to downtown where they have the main venue for celebration, which is Tverskoy Square. Maslenitsa week means that we are going to consume a lot of high-calorie, high-fat pancakes. So if you are ready, loosen up your belts and let's go.
And again, I'm wearing multiple layers and wool socks are a must.
If you think winter in Moscow is just about snow and gray skies, you haven't seen Maslenitsa. Maslenitsa is also known as Pancake Week or Butter Week, and it's the last week before Lent. And the main rule is simple. We eat pancakes for the whole week.
Look at this adorable gingerbread village, like a fairy tale come to life. This little house is actually a stall where they sell traditional Russian gingerbread, which we call prяники. They are spicy, honey-filled, and honestly the perfect winter treat, especially paired with hot tea. When I left my apartment this morning, it was so gray and gloomy, just a typical overcast Moscow day. But the clouds started to part and the sun finally came out. It's amazing how a little bit of sunlight can completely change your mood and make the whole city sparkle.
That's the day I could possibly choose to go and film. Because I know I always say that Moscow is very gloomy and cloudy and there is no sun in winter, but it proved me wrong.
And here we are. We finally reached the first Maslenitsa fair. There is still plenty of snow everywhere, but just look at these decorations. I know, I can hear you asking, where are the pancakes already? Just a little more patience, I promise. We are soaking up the magical folk atmosphere first. In Russia, we have a saying, нужно нагулять аппетит. It literally means you need to walk to build up your appetite.
The variety of pancakes here is absolutely insane. You can go for the classic like sour cream or condensed milk, or elegant choices like smoked salmon with cream cheese. But then things get a little weird and very Russian. Have you ever heard of селедка под шубой? It's a famous Russian beet and herring salad. And yes, they've put it inside a pancake. And if that's not enough, they have Caesar salad filling and even the trendy Dubai chocolate blini.
Another huge symbol of this holiday is the straw effigy. Traditionally, it's burned on the very last day of the week. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. That's exactly why you see so many dolls dressed in traditional folk costumes all around the fair today. Each one represents Lady Maslenitsa. She's beautiful, but her fate is sealed. She must go, so that spring can finally begin.
And these stalls, it's not just about eating blini. You can actually find a huge variety of traditional souvenirs and high-quality farm products. You can find everything here, from caviar to homemade jam.
So here is Red Square and you can go up the street. I'm currently here and then we are heading over here.
Now we've moved to our second location, Tverskoy Boulevard. You'll see people competing in traditional folk games like squatting with heavy wooden logs or carrying a yoke, which we call karamysla, on their shoulders. It's like a medieval gym. There are people dressed in vibrant traditional costumes everywhere, creating such a festive atmosphere. And of course, everyone is still eating blini. Now let's clear something up. I know what you're thinking. Are these pancakes? Are they crepes? Well, in Russia we call them blini. Think of them as the skinnier version of the American pancake. While American pancakes are thick and fluffy, almost like a cake, blini are thin, golden, and delicate. And if you are from Europe, you might say, wait, those are just French crepes. Well, almost. While they look similar, the secret is the batter and the butter. Blini are often made with yeast or buttermilk, giving them a tiny bit of tang and a lot of bubbles. And the most important rule of Maslenitsa? There is no such thing as too much butter. We literally soak them in it. Today is the climax of the whole week. It's Sunday, and in my neighborhood we are officially saying goodbye to winter. And of course, one last round of blini before the lawn fest begins.
And here's a fun fact. In Russia, we believe that the more people you feed during Maslenitsa, the better your year will be. So they were handing out fresh blini for free. Of course, no extravagant experiments, only the ultimate Russian comfort food, thick, sweet condensed milk, or as we call it, sgushonka. And sometimes the simplest things are the best. There's just something about a hot blin with gooey condensed milk on a snowy winter day.
Now for the main event, burning the Lady Maslenitsa effigy. In 2026, some festivals are even getting creative, burning figures inspired by pop culture, but the message is the same: out with the old, in with the new. While most places burn a traditional straw doll, some regions in Russia are taking it to the whole new level of weird. Believe it or not, this year in places like Lipetsk region, they aren't burning a classic lady in a scarf. They've replaced the straw effigy with labubu. Either way, seeing a giant trendy monster go up in flames is definitely not your average spring festival vibe.
And just like that, Maslenitsa week has come to an end. Thank you so much for spending this festive weekend with me, and I'll see you the next week. Bye!